All right, race 1, novice. You guys are up. Race 1, novice. Miles and Colby start checking in. Get drivers out of race 7. Your slash A main. Get a couple of you to Marshall, please.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Miles Town.
What are you watching? Video.
All right, got my drivers checked in. Get a couple marshals out. Oh, watch the back. Watch the back straight. I think he's just waiting for the next race or something. No, he's not.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right. Perfect lineup there. Stop, stop, stop.
45 seconds to the start of
Okay.
the race.
Let's see. All right. We got marshals. We got drivers. You'll be racing when you hear the tone. Go. All right. Off and underway. Race 1, novice. Miles and Colby got 30 laps here to battle it out.
Should I say this? Better have me some diamantes just in case. Should I put a winky? Sure. Or what emoji?
Got Colby and Miles coming down the front stretch here. Now Miles back up to the lead. 4/10 apart last time by. Colby looking to the inside. Clean racing here. Coming down the backstretch. Colby making a charge up to the lead. Some good corner speed coming out of turn 4 there. Colby with fast lap of the race so far is 7.6. Miles at 8.0. I know. Oh, Miles with some trouble there. Gonna turn it back around and get going. Colby gonna extend his lead. Oh. Huh, that was weird. Should I just add a lap? So got Colby up front in the red number 10 truck. Down the front stretch he goes. Pretty close on hot lap time here. Colby got a 7.6. Miles a 7.7. 15 laps down, 15 left to go. You guys get 5 more laps for your main other than qualifying. Yeah, if you wouldn't have crashed. I know. I should just add a lap, you know? Or maybe I'll just say, oh, Colby missed a lap. My bad. Colby missed a lap. I'm gonna like say Colby missed a lap. Like I'm not gonna edit that. 10 laps left to go. Miles had a little bit of trouble, but they're keeping that gap pretty close now. Or pretty not really the same. It's been about 10 seconds for the last
Thank
half of the race.
We need a new announcer out here.
Washed up announcer over here. I can't even. My brain isn't even working. Colby's still in the lead, coming by the line here. 6 laps left to go. That gap staying pretty much the same. 10.7 now is the gap. Their gap is literally staying the same now. It's always 10 seconds.
They're actually doing pretty good.
All right, last lap here. Oh, Miles with a 7.55. Hot lap of the race that time by, but a little too late here as Colby is going to take the
Jones
win.
done.
And Miles, you'll be done in second when you cross the line.
All drivers are finished.
There you go. Great job,
Miles
guys.
Town done.
Colby taking the win, though. Miles in the 2. They've had some good races here in the novice class. And race number 2, /B main. Start heading out. This one's got Chris, Tom, Sean, Lewis, and John. Get a couple marshals. Gonna need actually volunteers to help out for this one.
Can you race this one?
No, sir.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
You did a little too good in qualifying.
Hey, I would say you could race. He said it would start in the back.
If you want to bump up and start last in
Sean
the main,
Russell.
then be my guest.
Yeah.
John Valdez. Chris McLaughlin.
I mean,
Tom
as far
Walker.
as setting up the race goes, I don't really know how I would do that.
Just take away his lap.
Lewis McLaughlin.
Yeah, but if I have you in both, then it's like whatever. So, yeah. No, sorry. Can't do that. He wanted to run the B main and just bump up anyway. Victor. Because he's convinced that he can
1 minute to the start of the race.
Yeah. He was saying that he wanted to start 3 laps down in this race and bump up. And I was like, no.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah. It would take someone else's bump away. All right. Chris, Tom, Sean, Lewis, and John. That's your lineup.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
I don't know. Roll them off.
15
Go, go,
seconds
go.
to the start of the race.
All right. 5 enter. 2 will bump up. Chris starting up front. Tom in the 2 spot. Top 3 is still pretty close. Gapping out on 4 and 5 a bit here. Five laps in, 25 left to go. Chris still up front, putting a 2.5 second lead over Tom now. Tom 1 second over Sean. Battle for the 2 spot coming by the line. Watch coming into 1. Watch 1 and 2. Watch 1 and 2. Clear. It's like they're trying to take him out or something. Crazy. They're taking each other out. Still got Chris up front coming by the line in the yellow and black. Got Tom in the red. Sean in the green. Watch 3 and 4. Watch 3 and 4. That's trouble for Tom. Sean going to go by. Now you got a 2-second gap between second and third. Battle for the bump spot. Over halfway through this one. (7-3) for Chris that time by. New fast lap of the race. Sean and Tom 7/10 apart. Sean in the green and yellow. Oh, watch coming in one. Low into one. Low into one. That was your leader with some trouble there. Getting a marshal. And go low on the front stretch. Low on the front. Clear. Watch backstretch. 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 It's right in the middle. All right. Clear. Sean and Tom battle for the 2 spot. Down the front they go. Battle for the bump, I should say, also. Got one out early here. Still Chris out front that time by with a 7-3. New fast lap of the race. 5 laps left to go. Tom and Sean still having a good battle for that final bump up spot into the A main.
Chris McLaughlin done.
Chris is done with the
Lewis
win.
McLaughlin done.
Tom done it
Tom
with the
Walker
second
done.
bump up spot.
All drivers are
Sean done in
finished.
third.
Sean Russell done.
That's a race. Chris and Tom will take the bump up spots. Sean 3, Lewis 4, and John 5. Chris and Tom bumping up.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Robert Summers. Scott Simon. Mike Kraft Sr.
Okay, so we
Arlen
got
Simon.
Street Stock checking in. Get 2 from the last race back out to Marshall.
Mike Kraft Jr. Norm Donaldson. David Johnson. One minute to the start of the race.
All right. Orders going to be Scott, Mike, David, Mike Sr.,
45
Robert,
seconds
Norm,
to the start
Arlen,
of the race.
and don't think Brandon's here. Okay. All right, roll them off.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Go, go, go. Off and racing here. Race 3, Street Stock. Oh, trouble for your top two. Gonna have David going by for the lead. Oh, bad luck for Scott. He'll go down to the sixth place. David up front, though. Arlen up to the 2, all the way from the 7 spot. He's got Mike Kraft Jr. right there with him side by side, coming by the line. Oh, and Arlen gets spun around from that one. So Mike back up to the 2 spot. Robert to the 3. Arlen 4 now. Scott 5. Mike Sr. 6. And Norm 7. 7-0 for Mike Jr. that time by. Fast stop of the race so far. A lot of guys got 7-1s in other laps, but Mike going to be the only one now diving down into the 6-second range. 6.999. But that's don't take away any attention from David. David is still up front here. That silver and yellow coming down the front stretch. Started in the 3 spot and was able to get up to the lead. Mike right there with him, though. Robert also there in the battle. Top 3 going to be pretty close here. The battle for the lead closing up down to 7/10 between your top 3 drivers. And Scott slowly working his way up. He might sneak up there in the battle. Robert now getting around David. Mike getting around David. It is Mike Kraft Jr. leading them around in the yellow. Got Robert behind him. David behind him. A couple lap cars in the mix here. So, yeah, Arlen giving way. Mike Sr. giving way. Oh, not quite. Getting together with Robert there. So David's going to go back up to the 2. Robert down to the 3. Scott's going to be pretty close to Robert here for 3rd place. That's actually going to be your closest battle there for 3rd, Robert and Scott. With Norm running in between them at the moment. $25 down, 25 left to go. Halfway in. Now David, Robert, and Scott, 3-way battle for 2nd place. Mike going to have 4 seconds on the field. Scott to the inside of David there. Now they're going side by side. Down the back and down the front stretch they go now. Robert, Scott, and David still having a good battle here. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Another 5.5 seconds back is Arlen in the 5. 2.5 back to Norman in the 6. 11.5 to Mike Sr. in the 7. Right now, though, Mike Jr. leading this one. Coming by a few lap cars down the back stretch. Now it's all Robert and Scott. Battle for 2nd place. Everybody else can be a little bit more spread out. Oh, Robert and Scott getting together. Doing their best to get back on the track there without getting in the way. David and Scott now 1.2 between them. David up to that 3 spot. Scott to the 4. Five laps left to go. 5 to go. Let's see, David and Scott here, 3rd and 4th place, crossing by the stripe. Everybody else can be 4 seconds or more separated between them. All right, last lap here for Mike Jr.
Mike Kraft Jr. done.
There you go, Mike is done.
Norm Donaldson done.
Everybody else done as you cross.
David Johnson done. Arlen Simon done.
That's a race.
Mike Kraft
Everybody's
Sr.
done. Mike Kraft Jr. going to take
All
the
drivers
win.
are finished.
Robert 2, David
Robert
3,
Summers
Arlen
done.
4, Norm 5, Mike Sr. 6, Scott 7, and Brandon not making the start. Actually, didn't actually race at all. Race 4, Bandit start heading out. It's Victor, Mike Jr., Steve, Charles, and David. Get 2 of you out to Marshall for this one.
Charles Jones. Steve Crawford. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Mike Kraft Jr. David Johnson.
All right. Just Victor to check in. Oh, he's stuck on the pipe there. Go ahead and get a couple from the last race back out to Marshall for us, please.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Get
Victor
a couple
Thunder.
from that last race back out to Marshall, please. I know we have a couple back-to-back,
30 seconds to the start
so
of the race.
yeah, Mike Jr.'s back-to-back. I think there's another one. David's back-to-back. But anybody else should be able to help out here.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
No, it's okay. I just need people from the last race. Victor, Mike, Steve, Charles, and David. Roll 'em off. Go, go, go. Race 4, your Bandit A main off and underway. Oh, trouble out of turn 2. High out of 2. High out of 2. Victor and Mike already stretching away from the rest of the field here with 3 seconds over third place, which is Steve. Steve in a half second over David. David in a 6-second lead over Charles. 5 laps in, 45 left to go. Mike Jr. going to have a little bit of a faster lap than Victor, though, with a 6.97. Victor with a 7.01. Looking to the inside of him, they're pushing him wide just a bit. And Victor now getting it back. Some good, clean racing here between these guys. Victor with his best lap, 7.006 that time by. Dodging and weaving through some traffic there. 10 laps down, 40 left to go. Top two having a good battle with a 6-second lead over Steve. Steve with a 7-second lead over David. And David with a 12-second lead over Charles. Mike that time by a 6.92. Follows it up with another 6.92. Top two down the backstretch. Victor in the red. Mike in the blue. 15 down and 35 left to go. 15 down and 35 left to go. Oh, Mike driving over Victor there. Looks like he's going to wait for him. They go down the front stretch. Still keeping it very close here. Whew. Little wall ride there. Mike that time by a 6.89. Showing his speed there with the 1/10 behind Victor on his back bumper as they head down the front stretch. Especially through 1 and 2 there, they were very close. Oh, Mike getting in the dust a little bit there. Getting back into the swing of things here with a second gap now. And that's the farthest apart they've been pretty much all race. 25 down, 25 left to go, halfway in. Your 13.5 sprint, Bane, will be up next. 13.5 sprint, you guys are on deck. But, man, everybody else pretty spread out. Mike has a 12-second lead over Steve. Steve has a 20-second lead over David. And David has a 14-second lead over Charles. Oh, watch two, watch two. There we go. Leaders getting by clean. A 6.85 for Mike. Continuing to lower that fast lap time. Oh, but a little bit of trouble there in lap traffic while passing through there. And a 6.834 for Mike Kraft Jr. that time by. Getting down to the lower end of the 6.8 range. If we don't watch out, he's going to be going down to 6.7. And he's bringing that gap down to 7/10 between Victor and Mike. Okay, so yeah. Here we go, a 3/10 gap, 3/10 of a second gap between these two. It's been them 1 and 2 the whole race.
Heading out tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll see you. You run some stock. All right. Victor and Mike, 900ths between them that time by. That's practically nothing. Oh, watch coming in 3. Oh, trouble for Victor. Mike's going to get by. I don't know that there's going to be enough time. He has 7 laps to try to make it back up. 1.6 is the gap. 3 laps left to go. Mike now settling in with the lead here. He's only got 1 more lap to go around. Coming out of 2, down the back straightaway into 3 out of 4. And, oh, take it easy. Checkered
Mike
flag
Rath
there.
Jr. done. David Johnson done.
And
Charles
Victor done in second
Steve
place.
Crawford done. All drivers are finished. Victor Berger done.
Everybody's done. Both of them ran a great race, but Mike is going to take it. Victor in the 2, Steve 3, David 4, Charles 5. Nice job, guys. Race 5, 13.5 sprint. This is Michael, Robert, David, Aaron, and Shane.
David Shore.
Going to get 2 from the
Shane
last
Schmidt.
race back out to Marshall.
Michael L. Two minutes to the start of the race. Aaron Kennedy. One minute to the start of the race. Robert Summers. 45 seconds.
All
to
right,
the
everybody
start of the
checked in.
race.
Take another lap or 2, and we'll get them lined up.
"30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
I feel like I can smell somebody's car. I could totally be wrong. All right, well, line them up, line them up. Oh, looks like we got something else to do here. Really?
I knew it was gonna be good, especially after like how good it was Sunday.
Like, at least compared to mine. So
Dude, all those changes, I knew it was gonna be better. I just had to stop there.
I really need to mess with mine some more, but I don't know. It'll be fun. Like, he needed to crash out.
I need a video later.
I mean, we might have enough time after racing. All right, so Michael, Robert, David, Aaron, and Shane. Come on, y'all. All right. Roll 'em off. David, you're third. There you go. Go, 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 go. All right, race 5 off and underway. It's 13-5 sprint. Oh, man. Trouble in 1 and 2. Michael going to extend his lead here with a 6-4 last time by. 3.5 second lead over David. David, Robert, and Shane battle for second place. Second, third, and fourth as they run. David going tumbling, watch the back straight, back straight, back straight. Low on the back, low on the back. Clear. Michael and Shane, 1 and 2. Gonna have a 3.5 second gap in between them last time by. Shane with a 6.23 that time by. And a 6.18 now for him. 3 seconds back from the leader, which is Michael L. Michael with the white and red. His best lap is a 6.39. Robert's best is 6.37. David is 6.67. And Aaron is 7.57.
Can you smell someone's car? I can smell it even before the race started. Oh, it might be Aaron's. Because he just pulled off.
About 10 laps in, 39 left to go. Shane now going to be 2 seconds back from Michael. Going to be your closest 2 guys out there. And Aaron is out early. Might have been the car we were smelling. But it's Michael and Shane down to less than a second now between them. Yep, that's your battle. Michael and Shane. Three tenths between your leaders. Shane looking to square him up for a pass here. Oh, banging doors coming into 3.
There's plenty of time. Yeah. It was like a tater pass. Once he realized he was going for it, he just stopped.
Shane that time by a 6.05. Hot lap for the race by about 3 tenths, actually. He's definitely got some speed on everyone else. 25 down, 25 left to go, halfway in. Shane now stretching 8 seconds over Robert. Robert had gotten pretty close there when your top 2 had gotten together. And Robert going to have 25 seconds over David. So really the battle to watch is first and second at the moment here. Down to 6 tenths. Shane making that gap back up pretty fast here. And Michael going a little wide in 3 and 4. Shane going to go by for the lead. Shane getting around David for a lap there.
Like, oh, saying he's going by or whatever. He just talks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh my! That was pretty fast.
Michael that time by a 6.31, his hot lap of the race. Jason and Austin coaching him over there.
That was a good one.
I still won it, yeah.
One of his better ones.
Dude, now he's tested 6:36. Wait, so his time is 6:6.
10 laps left to go, 10 to go. Shane's still out front with a 3.5 second lead over Michael now, stretching that out a bit.
6:6. Watch it, give a 6:7. Yeah, he got a 6:75.
No, this is gonna be a 6-7 though. What? Are we tripping right now? Yeah. Pass a lap car. How is that a 6-4? Oh, there we go. There's a 6-7. I knew it.
5 laps to go.
Oh, this is 6:6.
Yeah, you're right. But, yeah, you're right. But this one's actually a 6-5.
Nah, this
6'5", 100%. What the heck?
3 laps left to go.
No, this is a heater, 6'3". Damn it! I suck at this.
This one's gonna be a 6'5".
Whoa. 1 and 2 getting together there. Shane on his last lap. Just got to get it to the finish line.
Yeah, Michael. Get him.
Shane Schmidt done.
Shane is done with the win.
David
Michael going to
Shore
finish
done.
on the lead lap.
Robert Summers done.
About
All
6
drivers
seconds
are
back.
finished.
That is a
Michael L
race.
done.
Shane taking that. Michael 2, Robert 3, David 4, and Aaron 5.
Let's go, Michael.
Let's get 2 of those guys out for race 6, SC Mod Light. Steve, Drake, Mike, Jim, and Jason.
I gotta go get some laps so I can get videos. I need to get this back.
Steve Crawford. Mike Kraft Sr. Jim Gilbreth. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Drake Gilbreth. Jason Graves.
All right. Everybody is checked in here. Everybody checked in. All right. Steve,
1
Drake,
minute to the
Mike,
start of the race.
Jim, and Jason. Roll 'em off. Go, go, go. All right, race 6 off and underway. Steve leading him around in the white and red. See with a 6.58 that time by. Drake's fast lap is 6.8. Jason is 6.7. Jim is 6.9. And Mike is 6.9. Ten laps down, 40 left to go. Still got Steve up front. Now heading behind the lap traffic here. Steve able to get by a few lap cars there. Watch it low on the back straight, low on the back. Clear. $15 down, 35 left to go. So we got Steve up front, 5 seconds now over Drake. Drake 2.5 over Jim. Jim 4.5 over Jason, and Jason 1 second over Mike. Steve still gonna have the fast lap of the race by a good amount here with a 6.58. Jason has the next best lap running in the 4th spot with a 6.75. Drake has a 6.8. Jim has a 6.9. Mike has a 6.9. But your running order is Steve, Drake, Jim, Jason, and Mike. Steve has a pretty big lead, but everybody else, give him a couple of wide lines. There could be a battle. Yeah, right there. Jason and Jim going to battle it out for that number 3 spot now. Jason getting on by and running his best lap of the race, a 6.69. $25 down, 25 left to go. Right now, your closest two out there are actually going to be Jim and Mike Sr. for the number 4 spot. Drake and Jason also just as close for the number 2 spot. Oh, Jason getting around Drake now. Oh, that one's dead. Pull it off. Yeah, you can just set it there. Perfect. All right. So let's find our battle here. Yeah, so Jason in that number 2 spot in the red. Drake in the purple. 1.5 seconds out in that number 3 spot. Huh? They're 10 seconds back, yeah. 10 laps left to go. Yeah, so Steve going to have about a lap and a half over Jason at the moment here, but Jason 2 seconds over Drake. That battle's pretty close. And Drake got 3 seconds over Mike Sr., so he's not totally out of it either. Five laps left to go. Race 7 Slash, you'll be up next, and that'll be last race of the night. All right, Steve on his last lap here.
Steve Crawford
Steve
done.
is done with the win.
Mike Kraft Sr.
Jason done in second.
Jason Graves done. All drivers are finished.
And that's a race. Everybody is done. Everybody is done. Steve taking that. Jason 2, Drake 3, Mike Sr. 4, and Jim 5. Race 7 Slash 8 main. You guys are up. This one's got Mike Jr., Victor, David, Robert, Ian, Norm, Arlen, Chris, and Tom. We get 2 from the last race back out to Marshall.
Norm Donaldson. Tom Walker. Mike Kraft Jr. David Johnson. Arlen Simon. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Robert Summers. Ian Town. Chris McLaughlin.
All right. Victor. Okay.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race."
Okay, it's going to be a Mike on the 1, Victor 2, David 3, Robert 4, Ian 5, Norm 6, Arlen 7, Chris 8, and Tom 9.
Victor Berger. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, David, move up. There we go. All right, looks good. Roll them off. Go, go, go. Off and underway, race 7/A main. And look at that. I don't think we had to restart a single race tonight. I made sure to wait to say that after the start. Didn't want to mess it up. All right, got Mike Jr. out front. Victor in that 2 spot. David 3, Robert 4. Norm up to the 5. Arlen to the 6 spot. Ian to the 7, Chris 8, and Tom 9. Watch on the front stretch, front stretch, front stretch. Oh, some trouble there between, I think Norm getting loose and then Arlen hitting him there, it looked like. Watch the 4, watch turn 4, high out of 4. Victor getting caught up a little bit in that one, down to 3rd place. David up to 2nd now. Watch 4, watch 4. Watch it high or low, wherever you can fit it. Trouble on the front stretch again. That is clear. Mike up front now with a 5-second lead over Victor. But the rest of the pack going to be very close here. Victor, Chris, and Robert especially going to be close for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Chris came all the way from 8th place up to 3rd place. Which also means he came from the B main, so doing work there, moving up through the field. Let's see, your leader kind of in the middle of everybody right now. The yellow and black number 2 car, 15 in, 35 left to go. He's got several more cars to get around here before he has some clean track. Victor and Robert 2/10 apart for the number 2 spot. Down the front stretch they go. Oh, trouble for Robert. Watch turn 4. High out of 4, high out of 4. That's clear. Mike had just a slightly longer lap, so Victor will make up a few seconds. The gap is down to 4 seconds now. 4 seconds between 1st and 2nd, and then Victor's got 4 seconds over Robert. Robert, 2.5 over Chris, 2.5 to David, 2.5 to Arlen. Watch the front stretch, front stretch. Victor going end over end there. Going to have a longer lap, but 25 in, 25 left to go, halfway into this race. Oh, trouble for your leader. Getting back into the flow. There he goes by the line, and we'll see where Victor's at. Now going to be 2.9 seconds back. Probably would have been pretty close if he hadn't just made his mistake. Watch 3 and 4. Oh, Victor getting caught up in that one. All right, so your running order: Mike, Victor, Robert, David, Chris, Arlen, Norm, Tom, and Ian. Got 19 laps left to go. Victor and Robert 1.2 apart last time by. Victor and Robert pretty close here. Going to be the closest battle out there. 10 laps left to go. Mike Jr. still out front, 2.7 over Victor, 1.4 over Robert, 6.5 to David, 6 seconds to Chris, 4 seconds to Arlen, 13 to Norm. Tom and Ian are both out. Five left to go. 5 left to go. And your top 3 are actually all still on the same lap, so really anything could happen here with 3 laps left to go. And here's your last lap. Mike and Victor are going to be 1.5 apart, but Mike's going to have enough room to cross the line
Kraft Jr. done.
and take the win here.
Arlen
Everybody, you'll be
Simon
done
done.
when you cross.
Victor Berger done. Robert Summers done. David Johnson done. Chris
Oh, man.
McLaughlin done. All drivers are finished.
Everybody's done. That's a
Norm
race.
Donaldson done.
Mike Kraft Jr. going to take the win. Victor in the 2 spot. Robert 3, David 4, Chris 5, Arlen 6, Norm 7, Tom 8, and Ian 9. And that is going to be it for racing tonight. If you got a tab or entry fee, settle it before you go. And thank you for racing with us. Probably won't be touching a microphone.